I'm here to listen to whatever you have to say.
I'm going to kill you, Father.
Certainly a startling opening line.
The movie is Calvary. The star is Brendan Gleeson. The writer and director is John Michael McDonaugh. And I'm glad you're both here with me today.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming to town and to chat with us. You know, it's not unusual for a movie these days to start with an explosion. Yours starts with an emotional explosion that resonates to the final frame of the film. Tell me a little bit about how you decided to start the film this way.
I always work the principle I can't really compete with, let's say, Michael Bay with car crashes and stuff like that. I can compete with like dialogue, and I like to get people hooked immediately.
Yeah.
And so this first scene is a big shocking opening to the movie.
So Brendan, your reaction to this voice from the other side of the confessional wall is,
right.
I mean, the audience is saying, jump out of that confessional and see who the heck this is and throttle him, perhaps. Tell me about playing that scene.
I was raped by a priest when I was 7 years old.
Why don't you make a formal complaint?
What good would it do? The man's dead.
And then he threatens to kill me by way of taking revenge for what has happened to him. So that there's a mixture of, taking responsibility for this and a feeling of inadequacy of what to do about this man's pain. This man does actually know who that person is. So the idea of jumping out of the confessional is not necessary. He actually knows pretty much who he is, even though the audience doesn't.
A good man dying for the sins of others. I mean, this is a passion play, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. Obviously, it's called Calvary. It's about not only the crucifixion, but the burden you carry on the way to that kind of sacrificial place. So it has, I was hoping it would have those kind of mythic elements in the storyline and in, the way it's shot, the location, all that kind of feel to it.
It's interesting. People have asked, like, is he a Christ-like figure? In a way, he's not really. He's very much a man of the world. He's been married before. His wife died before he joined the priesthood, and his daughter has become suicidal and unstable, partially in her mind due to the fact that he went off and became a priest. So it was like that he abandoned her. So his life is quite complex in a way, and he's a man of the world. We feel that he's very human.
This is my daughter Fiona.
But you're a priest.
I was married before I became a priest.
You can do that, can you? It would appear so.
He's a man of the cloth. He's a man of faith, and he's leading this rather reluctant flock that don't seem to like him very much, but they don't like what he stands for, perhaps. Is that something a reflection of the church?
Well, I mean, the basis for the film, I think, started in a conversation we had about the notion of how things were changing and how people's attitude had changed, and we talked about how that there had been a sea change in Ireland for sure, with all the the paedophilia scandals and the covering up, and a lot of people lost faith. The respect that had been there for priests had been reversed. It wasn't just that the respect wasn't there anymore; is that there was open hostility. Now, I think it's there within the film. I'm not sure if it's at that level in every town that everybody in the place would be quite so abusive.
It is heightened realism, but it's not quite naturalistic.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So, I mean, that was kind of where we started off, and figuring how do you cope if you have dedicated your life, to actually in a generous spirit for faith and goodness, and then you find yourself derided. With justification for what members of your organisation has done.
Time is gone, you don't even realise it.
My time will never be gone.
There's like a loose structure to the film as well. It's based around the 5 stages of grief. So he moves from denial to bargaining to anger to depression to acceptance. So that was my loose structure that I had in mind. I'm not sure how apparent that is, but that was.
Well, now that you say it,
that was a governing. That was the movement. Those were
perhaps a syllabus should be handed out with the movie. And we could, Brendan, I like the idea that the priest is in his second career, so to speak, and you came to acting late. Relatively late.
Well, I did. I was doing it. I was doing it on my own terms in a way. I was teaching school as well. I had another life in terms of my teaching, which I actually quite enjoyed. And then I made the jump when I was 34, and I was really glad I did. I got a second life. There's no question about it.
What was the first part? What was the first real part you played?
Oh, I played the Pied Piper.
Ah.
Yeah. And I got a lesson about that. I remember my neighbour next door came to see it, and she said she said to my mother, she couldn't get over, I was playing this pipe, to bring all the children and the rats and all that. And she said, does he play that? He looked as if he must play it. No, he didn't play it. So but I became so conscious the next night. My mother told me this. And I started overacting. It was like
you went to pieces.
Went to pieces. I got a note and I absolutely blew it.
Brendan and John, the movie is an extraordinary achievement. Congratulations to you both. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks a lot.
So much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Do you not have anything to say to me, Father?
Not right now, no. But I'm sure I'll think of something by Sunday week.